Hey, the Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my Nazo no Kanojo X, aka my Mysterious Girlfriend X, episode 6 review. This is a nice episode. It's just it's more lovey-dovey action I'm seeing so far now. The relationship's growing further and further, and I like it. I thought it was gonna be like some random itchy moments and all that crap. It's not like that. So I'm really glad it didn't turn out to be anything like that. You know, it's a good series. I like it. Though, you know, the swap and spit thing still kind of bothers me a bit, but hey. So yeah, this was kind of odd and interesting at the same time. So we end up seeing Tsubaki. He's waiting for Urabe to come. No, not waiting for Urabe. I think he was walking. Yeah, he was walking from the store. He got some clothes and everything like that. He got some clothes. He was shopping. You know, he was doing his thing, and then he ends up bumping into to Oka. All of a sudden, Oka's like, "Hey, how you doing?" and stuff. You're like, "Hey, you want to hang out or something?" You don't normally bump into students, you know, in a big city like this and everything. And he's like, "I don't know." And so then Oka's like, "Oh, come on, let's go." And so yeah, they end up getting a little bit of ice cream. They start eating and everything like that. And then they talk about first names. Apparently, Oka calls Ueno by his first name, and so does Ueno to Oka. And so he was all imagining Urabe calling him by his first name, saying Akira, you know, or same Mikoto for Urabe and everything like that. You know, it's really sweet kind of going on there. And he was thinking about it, he started to like blush a little bit, and then all of a sudden, Oko goes like right behind him by his ear, and then he ends up saying Akira, and he's like, and with the ice cream, smack himself in the face with the ice cream. And then Oka ends up taking the ice cream off his nose and then putting it in his mouth, in her mouth. And it was a little weird, you know. Apparently, Ueno trusts Tsubaki a lot, so she didn't have to really worry about that and anything like that. You know, with him trying to steal his girlfriend, though she is a little hot too, apparently, because she has a nice size going on there. You know what I mean? So yeah. And that's what and the funny thing is, Tsubaki actually noticed that. And he was like, "Man, what the heck's going on here? She may be small, but what the heck is this?" And then I'm like, "Come on, you can't be on your friend's girlfriend. Come on, man." And so yeah, he ends up going to the next day. He ends up he's talking to Ueno, and he's like, "Yeah, did Oka ever say anything about yesterday?" And Ueno's like, "No, she didn't." And he's like, "Oh, okay, it's nothing then." He's like, "No, I want to know now. Now I'm curious." Like, "No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. And so, Urabe and Oka were talking to each other, and basically they're talking about the same stuff they're talking about from, yesterday with, Akira and Oka. He's saying about first names and everything like that. And so, apparently, even Urabe was thinking about it. She was like, if we call her by Mikoto. And so now it's kind of made her kind of happy and everything. And then apparently, Oka can, Oka can take the spit of her and, then tell what's going on in her mind. So she took the spit out of Urabe's mouth, put it in her mouth, and she's like, "Oh, so you're thinking about that too? Oh, okay." And she's like, "It's none of your business." He's like, "Oh, she's kind of cute actually." And so, that since us on the basis now and everything like that, they end up Tsubaki and Urabe start hanging out a little bit and everything like that. They ended up stopping at a park to get some drinks and everything like that. And Urabe ends up just knocks out. She just falls asleep all of a sudden. And when Tsubaki comes back with the drinks, and he's like, Urabe. And so then he was like, ends up going into her ear, like being by her ear, and then he ends up saying Mikoto. He's like, Mikoto. And then all of a sudden she wakes back up, and she's like, "What?" And she had like this weird blushy smile on her face, and he was like, I got some drinks. I didn't really want to wake you up or anything, but I didn't want the drinks to go bad." And he got all like kind of shy for a sec there, because she was looking a little cute right there. And she was like, "Well, hey, right before I woke up, you said it's nothing. Don't worry about it." And that's how this went. And so they've been kind of like off and on. And then he tried to say her name again, but then he's like, it's the he made up some excuse. It was weird. I don't know how the heck has to do with anything. She was like, "Okay." And so then he ended up having this dream. Tsubaki ends up having this dream that he wanted to take a picture of Urabe, smiling. And so he ends up taking that into action. So the next time they walk by each other and everything like that, he wanted to take a picture of Urabe. And he's like, "Come on, I want to say 1, 2, 3, cheese," and he will smile. And yeah, she's like, okay, I'll take a picture. And he's like, I want you to smile. And she's like, nah, not gonna happen. So she just left, like, to the left, and didn't want to take the picture now. And he was like, left hanging with the camera in his hand. And so, the next day, even after that, Tsubaki was waiting on Urabe to come and everything. So he's like by this bridge, just waiting for her. And he's like, man, she sure is taking long. And then he ends up running into an old friend or an old classmate from a while ago, and her name is Hiyako. And Hiyako is the girl that he had a crush on from the first episode, and he ripped that paper up. That was the girl that was in that photo, which is like, okay. And so she asked, like, you're not doing anything, you want to go get some coffee or something? And he actually just thinking for a sec, and he's like, nah, I'm sorry, you know, I got plans with someone else that's coming over here, so, you know, I can't do that. And she's like, oh, what a shame, you know, maybe next time then. And so she ends up walking off and everything like that. And apparently Urabe was there the whole time, just listening. Because he walks past the bridge now, and he's looking around like, where is Urabe? And he ends up noticing her on the ground, like kind of ducking under. And she's like, oh, I don't want to stop your conversation because you seem really happily over the conversation. So she seemed kind of jealous right there. It was like, okay, so she getting a little jealous. There's some jealousy going on. She really cares about him. I like that. And so she ends up just walking with each other, and he wanted to apologize to they didn't apologize because they didn't really do anything wrong. You know, he didn't go and everything like that. But he's like, Urabe, how would you feel if I did, like, you know, go with her with coffee and stuff like that? And, you know, she was looking at him the whole time, and he's like, it was just hypothetically speaking, you know. It's just, he didn't know what to do, and she's kind of like seemed really off and jittered, and she's all here. And so then when he got the spit from Urabe, he started to cry all of a sudden. He was like, oh crap. And so apparently that's what she was feeling. She wouldn't be mad at him. She would be extremely sad. You know, she really cares about him. And so then he's like, yes, I used to have a crush on her from before, but you know, I love you. I'm with you. She's just past tense. Don't worry about that anyways. And so that made her really happy and everything like that. So she started smiling and everything. And then he's like, oh, let me take a picture. Because she started smiling. Because she only take the picture if she's actually, you know, have a meaningful smile, not just a picture smile. Like, see. This is not. I'm not happy right now. I'm not happy. See, I'm sad actually, but just I look happy. But yeah. So he wanted to take a picture of her, and she's like, okay, fine. And so he went to take a picture, and he's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, cheese. When I say that, you're supposed to take a picture. And so she's like, 1, 2, 3, cheese, and she's all like, doing a silly picture. And then, you know, he got that picture and everything. And then as it, like, you know, he has like an old camera. It's not like those digital cameras where it's boom, done. It was, you know, those older cameras where you have to wait for the film to develop so you can see what the picture looks like. And he's like, oh, I wanted you to smile. It's like, well, hey, she's like, hey, want me to just cut it up then? You know, you don't have to have the picture of me, of your girlfriend. And he looked at it and he's like, you know, I like it. And so he ends up putting his wallet, and yeah, that's what I was like. It was really emotional. It really nice thing going on there. And then she just ends up like spouting out some spit because she was like overwhelmed by the love right now. She really likes this. So it was really nice. I like the episode. Look forward to the next episode. I'm curious what's gonna happen next. What is Ueno and Oka? What's Oka gonna do? What kind of relationship is gonna be Hayako with the rest of them? Because I know she's probably gonna come back, and since she is in the ending. So yeah, leave a comment with what you think of the episode. Like the review. Subscribe to my channel for some more Mysterious Girlfriend X reviews or Nazo no Kanojo X reviews. So yeah, it's been Nazo no Kanojo X episode 6 review, and until then, break out.